Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done an update video, but I needed to do this one as it's a pretty big one, alright? Concerning the future of the channel. Because I've been doing a lot of thinking, right? So, as you all know, I'm currently playing Persona 5 Strikers, and I kid you not, if you hadn't seen me play it, for me, it's probably going to be in a Hall of Fame, one of my favorite games of all time, once I finish it and I'm just on the first arc. It's out of all the games I'm currently playing, I love it the most. Not just because it's new, but because, well, one, Persona 5 was already one of my favorite games, and we're continuing with those characters. It really does feel like a sequel, but two, there's so much in it, and I'm not going to say any spoilers, so please, I hope people, I can click it off the video just because I started mentioning it. But there's so much in it that I didn't expect that's just like, wow. Aside from the story being good, of course, but... And this is one of the rare times where I get to play a game when it first came out. However, I'll admit, the views I'm getting from it weren't what I was expecting, or rather what I was hoping for. I was kind of expecting it. And that's because I've realized something. The longer things have gone with this channel, the worse and worse things seem to get. I used to think that I needed to keep posting out videos for my channel despite what happens because the people would lose interest, but now I think the opposite has happened. By me doing and posting so many videos that people weren't interested in, I've kind of burnt off my audience, and now I'm in this position where I think if I uploaded this game when I was doing the Neptunian series, for example, I would have gotten a lot more viewerships, and I probably could have gotten a new audience to the channel. But now I think, because I've played so many other different types of games that people weren't interested in, now I've kind of lost people's interest in just watching my channel in general. And I can understand that for some of the other series that I've done. I was thinking of from watching them, or based on their story content or whatever, I could see reasons why people wouldn't do that. But for me, for Persona 5 Strikers, I'm already very proud in what I've done. And I think it's at the same level. It's like it will probably be one of my best playthroughs that I've done. And now is the time to get people to try and watch it. So what am I saying? I'm saying I've reached a point where I'm like, okay, I've been trying to do all this other stuff, and now that I'm finally in the position, this is the best possible scenario. There's a game that I actually like. It just came out. I did do a series that, well, as far as the other series go, I would definitely say Persona 5 was, out of the other games that I've tried, I think Persona 5 was definitely the game that people like second to the Neptunian series, so somewhat of an audience also did exist as well. But I want to try to capitalize on this opportunity, because if this doesn't work out, I'm thinking I might call it here for YouTube, because I told people that I didn't really care about gaining subscribers, and that was true. And I think part of me kind of ignored that for too long now, because while I didn't care about gaining, I did want to maintain, and that didn't happen as long as I wasn't making smart decisions. Perhaps if I had played a game that was similar in content to Neptunian series, then that would be fine. And you might be wondering, well, you got a new game coming out, why not that? Well, two things with that. One, the Twit Gamer has already started his series, and people wanted me to wait for the Steam version, which will basically put me a month behind him if I do, which I'm planning on doing that at this point. It'll put me a month behind them when I actually start uploading it. And two, clearly I think a bunch of the fans agree the series is not in the state that it used to be. If there was some new game on the horizon, then I'd feel more excited about it, or more optimistic, and I say, you know what, maybe I can just hold on. But there isn't. Not to mention that this game also doesn't have English dub voices, which is not necessarily a problem to me. I do think it is a problem to many people who would normally watch it. All that being said, to say, while I do think it'll get more views than normal, I'm not sure that it will be something that helps catapult the channel as a whole. I basically feel like I need to invest in other series, and that's what I'm trying to do for this game. So, in conclusion, what I want to do is give it the utmost priority, meaning if some of the other series, if it's a while before some episodes come out, know that it's literally me trying to make a decision to save the channel. That's what I was trying to do with Code Vein. I told people that if it didn't reach a certain view count that I should stop, because I felt like Persona 4, it was I was getting much more views at the time, and I felt that it would help be a better transition to Persona 5 Strikers. I help get more Persona fans in general to the channel. But I caved because I got interested in the game, even though I knew it had low reviews, and I think that also started hurting the channel as well. So I'm just trying to say that I need you guys, one, to be patient with me if there's a series that you like watching and it's a while before I upload other episodes, because this is for the channel itself, right? On if I even continue doing YouTube, because there's no point, the way I see it, if I'm gonna keep doing this and then I just keep burning off more of my viewers until, there's barely anybody left. I want to try making some more interesting stuff, and I think focusing on one series that I think has the potential to grow, it's the way to go. And I think a better example of that is on my second channel. Both my Sonic series, that when I just started, I had less than 1,000 subscribers. It did phenomenal. I did it right when it came out. I was excited about it. It was right up my alley, and boom, that was perfect. And I think the Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough would have been a lot better. It did get popular as far as the first episode and its first couple of episodes, but then I started lagging behind the other Fire Emblem YouTubers, and that hurt me, because that was also a series that I really liked, and I'm still planning to finish that regardless, because that's Fire Emblem. Like, if I stop my main channel, that will be my last game I do, right? But I know that it has a possibility of working. I just think that right now YouTube's like, I've been posting so many videos that my subscribers aren't even watching, so why should I recommend your videos to other people? That's my current mentality. So I'm going to try to do different things with it, maybe upload it a lot more frequently, because I'm also feeling like there's a feeling of the audience, right? I imagine a bunch of people have gotten to a certain point in Persona 5 Strikers and are looking at that point. So if I'm lagging behind, even though I'm uploading episodes daily, if it's still not enough, that might also have an impact. So yeah, I'm at that point where I can try to focus on this series, and I would like to. So I ask for everyone's patience if your favorite series that I'm actually doing isn't coming out, because it hasn't been getting that much traction. And perhaps it's because I don't ask people simply to comment and like the video. Maybe that is having an impact, but having you guys support does help, right? If people watch more of the videos and things like that, I just felt like if I was good enough, I would grow that way, but like most other people do it. So anyways, of course, there also is the option of doing a Patreon. I could open a Patreon and say, it would be worth it to still do series that way, but I'd much rather just try to grow my channel with a series that I'm confident if more people saw it who are fans of the Persona series, they'd enjoy it. I don't say that often, like, you don't have to watch my video. Nah, I'm confident it's an enjoyable playthrough. So with that being said, please do post your thoughts down in the comments below, as always. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. But if I can ask those who are watching it, please just try to comment and rate the video if you can, because like I said, other people do it, and I have to admit, it probably does help, if only to help people think if the video is worth their time. If they see a low like count, they're like, oh, many people didn't really like this, I might move on. Every little bit you guys can do, it helps. And thank you to those of you who have always been there. Like, you guys, I say it all the time, you've literally been carrying the channel on your backs. Just knowing you guys are out there supporting, that's what drove me this far. But now I need to try and see if we can gain some traction. So please post your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.